Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to yet another edition of the Road to Ccfna, your countdown show to the very first Cameroonian Cultural Festival of North America, taking place from May 29th to 31st in Washington, D.C. My name is Gwendolyn FD, and today we're talking about another aspect that makes Cameroon what it is. Yes, we're talking about Cameroonian groups and associations and the power of unity that exists between our communities, our groups, and our associations. Yes, because our country is not an island, and every single one of us, we live together because we are together. All right? We're going to be talking about some of the groups that make us unique. Those groups that help our parents in those days to still be community, to still be able to, build, to still be able to save, to still be able to grow and support each other. You find out about that because it's an aspect that has become a very, very important part of our community and our togetherness. We have a very, very special guest in the house who's going to be telling us all about that, and especially his role in this organization and why he thinks it is important. Before we meet our guest, I would like to introduce our favorite co-host, my favorite co-host for every single week, Yannick, who is already backstage. Hi, Yannick. How are you doing today?
I'm fine, Gwendolyn. And you?
I'm great. Great. It's another Friday.
Good. Tu es toujours aussi belle et naturelle, j'ai envie d'ajouter. Et tu valorises si bien la gêne féminine sur ce plateau. Tous les vendredis désormais, c'est un plaisir d'être à tes côtés lorsqu'il est 21h, heure de Washington. Le monde s'arrête pour regarder cette production en route pour le Ccfna, le Cameroonian Cultural Festival of North America. C'est la toute première édition qui va se tenir du 29 au 31 mai prochain du côté de l'Université catholique de Washington, D.C. Donnez vie à vos envies, tel est notre leitmotiv. Et on sait que vous avez envie d'être là pour vivre cet événement grandeur nature, mais alors majeur, qui va réunir toute la diaspora nord-américaine. Ils partiront du Canada, du Mexique, entre autres délégations des États-Unis d'Amérique, pour vivre un moment exceptionnel. Mieux, une opportunité qui va renforcer davantage, on peut le dire et le redire, des liens d'amitié, mais surtout consolider des liens de fraternité, s'il est vrai qu'on est tous fiers d'appartenir à un seul et beau pays, et qu'est le Cameroun. Comment ne pas s'installer confortablement? Parce que tu l'as dit, ce soir, on déroule le tapis rouge à un monsieur, attention, qui a fait ses bancs au Cameroun, une personnalité dans le jargon de la télécommunication, j'y arrive, et désormais basée aux États-Unis d'Amérique. On aura l'occasion, avec les mots justes, qui des miens comme les siens, pour valoriser davantage sa personnalité. Mais je vais vous dire pourquoi est-ce que, grâce à lui, je pense à la couleur jaune. On va y revenir, Gwendolyn.
Yes, of course. Today we're talking about something that has carried us, something that's protected us, something that continues to sustain us. It's our community. Because as Cameroonians, we do not just succeed individually. We rise together. Before systems were created, before banks were created, we had each other. And today, we're going to be talking about one of those groups that really makes our community stand tall and proud. We're talking about Njangis. Some people call it Susu, and others call it Dongtin. However you call it, it is a powerful force that has continued to make us rise and become stronger, Yannick.
J'aime bien l'expression Ndjangi. C'est bien connu dans l'imagerie populaire, surtout camerounaise. Le Ndjangi, comment se passer de cette expression? Parce que communément, on sait très bien que les Camerounais aiment se retrouver pour le cadre, dans le cadre des associations. On sait très bien que les Camerounais savent matérialiser leur situation. D'ailleurs, quand on parle à l'époque, c'était au village. Et aujourd'hui, seulement pas là, les mails, c'est une expression qui a traversé traverser les frontières de notre cher beau pays, le Cameroun. Et d'ailleurs, quand on le dit, j'étais à un événement il y a quelques jours seulement, le temps d'une petite transition. Et pendant une veillée funèbre, il y a une dame bien connue, on peut la citer, coach Lisa Prudy, qui a perdu sa maman, de regretter mémoire désormais. Elle est au Cameroun pour l'inhumation qui se tiendra ce week-end. Mais de ce côté-là, il y a Banjun Foundation, une association à laquelle elle est membre, et sa mère également. On lui a donné un chèque de 20 000 $. Au-delà de lui donner un chèque de 20 000 $, 3 personnes ont été constituées pour aller représenter Banjun Foundation au Cameroun. Donc vous comprenez l'importance d'appartenir à un collectif, à une association, mais alors de faire les tontines. On va certainement y revenir dans le cadre de cette production, surtout quand un de vos proches décède. C'est très important et ça soutient et ça renforce davantage les liens de solidarité. Je peux le dire, comment ne pas en parler ce soir, Gwendoline?
If you have a Njangi friend or partner, tag them on this edition of the show because we're going to be talking all about that. But before we get deeper into talking about the power of our community groups and associations, let's go watch the video, the promo of the Ccfna, and we'll see you just behind. Don't you go anywhere.
From May 29 to 31, 2026, Washington DC will vibrate with the colors, rhythm, and flavors of Cameroon. Discover the first edition of the Cameroonian Cultural Festival of North America, a unique opportunity to celebrate the richness and diversity of Cameroonian culture. 3 days of shows, dances, gastronomy, craft, and sharing, with the participation of the major cultural areas: Grassfield, Sawa, Grand Nord, and Ekan, under the theme Cameroonian Culture and Living Together. Join us at the Catholic University of America, 620 Michigan Avenue, Washington DC. Don't miss this historic moment of pride and unity. Cameroonian Cultural Festival of North America 2026. Together, let's make our culture shine. Alistapa Foundation, official sponsor.
Okay.
De retour dans le cadre de cette production, la toute première édition du festival camerounais de la diaspora nord-américaine se tiendra, on peut le dire, le marteler, insister là-dessus parce que c'est un rendez-vous majeur. Ça sera du 29 au 31 mai prochain du côté de l'Université catholique de Washington DC. Une forte délégation partira du Cameroun. On l'a plusieurs fois dit, comment ne pas le répéter, mais avant, un Camerounais est sur ce plateau. Attention, j'ai parlé de la couleur jaune tout à l'heure. Il a été plusieurs fois manager, sous-directeur, coordonnateur à MTN Cameroun. C'est un monstre en termes de finances, je vais y arriver, mais avec son humilité, on va se connecter à sa réalité, lui qui est au sein de plusieurs associations, notamment celle des vétérans. Et quand j'ai dit ça à Gwendoline, comment ne pas te permettre, avec la suavité de ton vocal, pour l'introduire, le temps pour moi de partager le plaisir davantage.
Let's roll out the red carpet for our guest on today's edition, the very edition, one of them that celebrates our Cameroonian Cultural Festival that's happening in May. It's very close. Our guest on today's show is a guru. Just like Yannick said, he has an MBA in corporate finance and marketing from Chester University in the UK. But before that, he worked with MTN Cameroon for 15 years in the following capacities: customer relationship management, sales operations, MTN Mobile Money, sales manager, MTN South Region, presently coordinator of the Senior Boys in Njangi in Maryland. He's the representative of Bowie Elite Veterans to the National Veteran Fund USA, BFS, that's Bereavement Fund Scheme, and so much more. I feel like we may not have all the time to list out who he is, but he's right here in the studio. We call him Sir Wanky Cyprian. You're welcome. Welcome to the road to CCFNA.
Thank you very much, Gwendolyn. Merci beaucoup, Yannick.
Thank
Um,
you.
it's a pleasure being with you guys, and kudos to all the team of CCMFA, and here to give the bit that you really want and to share in all this glamour to make our audience to understand what our community is doing here after all these years that things how however people think that things might be going in a very sloppy manner back home, we keep the spirit up because there are
Yes.
things that if we don't do here, things that are happening back home will be worst.
Yeah.
So I am very delighted to be with you guys, and let's get this rolling. Thank you.
Et- thank you very much, Mr. Cyprien. Alors, je parlais de la couleur jaune tout à l'heure, Gwendoline l'a dit. Et dans ses propos, vous avez travaillé à MTN Cameroun, c'est connu. On parle de MTN Mobile Money. Quand
Mhm.
on prenons cette expression, on parle d'argent. Je vais le dire simplement comme ça. Est-ce que c'est le Njangui, c'est la tontine de nos parents à l'époque qui vous ont inspiré de mettre sur pied Mobile Money?
Bien sûr, bien sûr. En fait, il y a plusieurs personnes qui ne comprennent pas. Le mobile money, en fait, c'est un truc qu'on a inspiré, c'est une inspiration de ce qui s'est passé à l'époque.
Mhm.
And I will say this, you know, our forefathers actually thought something out that
Mhm.
today we are using and making a better use of it.
Mhm.
And it is that aspect of their imagination that we have to use to make it better, to
Mhm.
foster it in our community. And I think that is what MTN did as far as mobile money is concerned.
Mhm.
It is not in the same light like gathering the money and giving to same person, but it is in the same light in the terms of using money to better the community.
Absolutely. So I wanted to just say that you were just at the football match before joining us. Yannick, il
Yeah.
était au stade. Hein? Il était au stade tout à l'heure. Hein? Quand je l'ai appelé, il m'a dit qu'il devait
Oh.
juste rentrer à la maison. You were at the veteran
Au
football
2-0, on appelle ça le 2-0,
tournament.
c'est ça?
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
day zero veteran, that's what we do to the stress. Yeah.
good.
So tell me, as a member of an organization like this, you are not just a member. You are a very vital part of this organization, the National Veteran. Tell us about how this organization contributes in promoting unity, togetherness, growth, and support.
Thank you very much, Gwendolyn. Let me start officially by really introducing myself.
Yeah.
So I'm Cyprian Wanki, and close friends call me Siwa. And for people, I have that experience from back home that I worked with MTN and Kudus Yellow. I mean, it's the best thing that happened in Cameroon, if you ask my opinion. And I worked with MTN for about 15 years, and in the different delight that started as a customer representative management officer. And then I grew up into, after my studies, to mobile money projects manager projects, and then go to the operations. So we were the people that implemented mobile money in the terms of bringing in all the operations to help people to understand that you could move around cashless.
Yeah.
And it was not easy because, you know, it was a change in the perspective of the way we used to operate. Our people used to move with money in their the
your
pockets,
wallet, in their
and the
bag,
wallets, in their suitcases,
in their
and then
socks.
out of a sudden, we started telling people that, oh, come on, you don't have to use money to move around,
You
and
don't have to
that's
carry
what they
money
had to do
around.
to show that I have money, you know. And so it was actually a game changer, and I was in the forefront of those people who had to implement this change to convince the people of the mindset, because I had to stand in every market, Ndokoti, Marché Congo, all the markets that you can name, Bonaberi, everywhere, Bonamusadi, Kate, everywhere, to tell people that this is the change. And I'm very proud that today the steps that mobile money, the strides that mobile money has taken, has come to help those who are in the diaspora today. When we send money from our phones, from tap, from War Remit, all those is those concepts that started from there. Because if we didn't start the mobile money and then go forward to do the integrations with other platforms, today we won't be able to send money and then someone receives straight from the mobile money account. So kudos to MTN for that, and chapeau to all those who worked very hard day and night to make this happen. Then going forward, today I am the coordinator of a very elitist junkie group that is called Senior Boys, and I am a member of the Bowie veterans, Bowie elite veterans, which at the same time I represent that particular veterans at the level of Naveto, which is at the level of NVT, USA, FA, BSF fund, which is a bereavement fund operations, where together we have 56, I repeat, veteran groups all over USA, right? That comes under the same umbrella. And within these 56 veteran clubs, each veteran club would have at least 50 members, and each member can have limitless number of people that he enrolls them into this scheme. That's just answering your question that you asked me, Darlene. So when we do that, we are able to aid the people, our fallen heroes, in that same enrollment, and we've been issuing out checks of $25,000 to every member or his list of his members who died. So far, since January, we now April, we've lost close to about 9 people. We've already paid out 5, and it's ongoing, and the families are really, really happy. It brings out the community aspect in us and supporting each other.
Alors, Cyprien, ça tombe bien comme vous êtes un expert dans le domaine, voyez-vous. Le Ndjangi, on a utilisé cette expression pour que nos frères camerounais se retrouvent bien dans l'expression. On a le sentiment que c'est une autre forme de banque, finalement, faite au quartier de manière informelle. Comment est-ce que c'est encadré, finalement, vous qui êtes un expert du domaine? Est-ce qu'il y a un plafond? Je dis n'importe quoi.
Merci, Yannick. En fait, we know that Djangi is something that began long time ago with our forefathers, passed it over to our parents, and then we are taking now the baton state. It is actually a community-based African traditional way of banking, which we are trying to do everything so that it could be recognized. You know, we live in the world where for you to have to invent something and then make it international, you have to work very hard. Inventing it is not a problem. Maybe in the Western world, when you invent, someone will pick it up and just push it and people will go forward. But when you do that invention in Africa, it's something else. You do that invention in Africa, you have to break a lot of barriers because then we have to tell you that, oh, this one doesn't suit our banking system. This one is illegal. This one has this type of thing. So it will have all the connotations. That's what we are feeling today. But to answer your question, Yannick, Jangi is that community-based thing that is rotative,
Yes.
that some of us back in the days heard our parents or people around us call it taunting, and to an extent, they even call it nyongo.
Yeah.
And it gave a negative, it gave mupanyo. Thank you.
Yeah.
And all that was to give a negative connotation to it.
Yeah.
But let me remind our audience and our televiewers that everything about Jangi is positive. It is positive because it brings the community together. It is positive because it is where people use that platform as the saving scheme. Some people even use it as their current account.
Yeah.
The main thing is using the money to do something special because it is rotative. We come together, or Jangi members come together, bring money together, take that money and give it to one person. And because that money is huge when they give you, you are able to do something very positive,
important,
not to you, not only to your family, but to the community. That is what makes Jangi very special.
Absolutely.
I will go further to tell you that when I started working in MTN in 2006, I started in Jangi in Yaoundé. It was called Visionaries.
Et c'est bien, c'est très bien de le dire, Cyprien. Et ça tombe bien, vous êtes un expert dans le domaine, dans le marketing et les finances. D'ailleurs, on rappelle à tous ceux qui nous regardent et qui nous retrouvent à l'instant que nous sommes en live sur toutes nos plateformes digitales. C'est tous les vendredis lorsqu'il est 21h, heure de Washington, dans le cadre de cette production sur TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, pour parler des plateformes d'Afrique Today, mais c'est également sur la page officielle du Ccfna en compagnie de Gwendoline, naturellement.
Absolutely. And we're still here in studio talking about the power of our Cameroonian community groups and associations and how we are there for each other. It's not just about, saving money. It's about having something to fall back on when things get rough. Because you see, the Njangi groups meet sometimes every month. Every end of the month, they drink, they eat, they communicate, they commune, they celebrate happy events. And even when there are sad events, your members also come to support you, to be there with you, to show you love, care, and compassion. And just like our guest was talking about the fact that it is also a way for us to be able to contribute. Not everybody has the power or the courage to save money, in a bank and all that stuff. But because of something like this, it's been able to build up, some kind of discipline because you cannot fail the group. You have to live up to your integrity every 2 weeks, every week, every end of the month. If there's a schedule that you have. And if you have a big project at the end of the day, you could be able to put that money together faster and even better and be able to do something at the end of the day. And that is why the Njangi groups, the community groups and associations are very, very powerful. Let's take a short break for you to see how to purchase your tickets. Remember, we're still on our show, The Road to CCFNA. This is episode 8, and we are live on Afrique Today TV on all social media platforms, on YouTube, on Facebook, on TikTok, and on LinkedIn. And we're also asking you to join us on the ACCFNA pages on Facebook as well, and all social media platforms to be part of this event. Let's go watch a video on how you can purchase your tickets, because yes, the clock is ticking. May 29th is already around the corner. Let's go see how we can get those tickets right now. And when we come back, we'll have more time to talk to our guests. Don't you go anywhere.
Afrique Today, the best of
So
digital
when we
TV.
come back, let me see the question that I have for you. Why is Njangi so powerful? Yeah, you choke upon that question.
Okay.
Why does trust work in Njangi's system without contracts? In a banking system, there's a contract that binds you.
Yes.
But in Njangi, it's just trust. Why does it work?
Wow.
Yannick. Uh-huh.
So that she talks with a proof.
Good.
Okay.
So you learn from the best.
So I cultivated that habit. I understood how important Njangi is. From then, that without this Njangi, I'm not going to school.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that has been a platform to me. So I don't see any reason why I shouldn't bring in my kids into it. That is the reason why in our Jangi today in Maryland, boys, senior boys Jangi, we do a rotative after every 2 weeks in the homes of the person that is chopping the Jangi. Let's use the word.
Okay.
So while you are chopping the Jangi, the children, the family is there, the wife is there, the children are there, and they understand that daddy is chopping Njangi today.
And this is the reason why daddy has been saving.
Exactly.
And all those toys will be
And
bought.
obviously, all the things that the guys have been asking, that the very next day
Daddy
they'll
will
tell,
buy
oh, daddy, let's go to the shopping mall, let's go. And that to me is the passing of the baton.
Okay.
Whereby tomorrow you don't need to tell them. They will just do what we are doing today.
Yeah. I'm going to say this right. A lot of times I've seen parents put a name in their child's name. Just like you said, your mom had that duty where she would want to, chop the Njangi by September to make sure you go to school. There are some parents who would actually call that specific name Cyprian, for example. I'll just use you because that was the case for you.
Yeah.
A lot of times the parents do that because they wanted to remind them of that specific thing that they want that Njangi to do at the time when it comes. So tell me, there's something about Njangi that is solid, regardless of the fact that it's not bound by contracts. You see, with the bank, a lot of times people, if you want to take a loan from the bank, they will require loads and loads of documents, verification of this and that and that. But in the Njangi, people go there willingly and they pay their money willingly. What do you think on your own makes Njangi a trustworthy association, even though it's not bound by a physical contract?
Very good question, Gwen.
Yannick, mute.
Yeah, let's go. It's okay.
Il y a le son de ton côté, il y a les gens qui parlent derrière toi.
Yeah, very good
Il y a les gens qui parlent
question
derrière toi.
from you, Gwen.
C'est Alain, il va gérer. Continuons. Il va couper.
So, Njangi is that thing that the trust is the backbone of Njangi.
Yes.
As you've just stated. Now, that backbone, which is that trust, comes from the understanding of the members of the Njangi. it is very important. The people who make up Njangi. Simple. Gwen, Yannick, if I don't know you and I don't understand you, and they bring me in Njangi, the person that brings me in Njangi, if he doesn't make me to know you and understand you, I will not be comfortable in that Njangi. Even the members in that Njangi, if the person who brings me in that Njangi doesn't project me as the person that they should know and understand, the people will not accept me in that Njangi. So it is that's what Njangi is. It is a network. It's just like a web whereby you people grow and connect and network and connect yourself, and you create something that is more spiritual. And that is the reason why back in the days people thought that 13 was Nyongo, which Nyongo was a negative aspect like death or killing or something.
Mm-hmm.
But the spiritual aspect of Njangi is what the people that embodies that Njangi bring together, web themselves together, and they surround and cloth themselves and build it and say, this is who we are. And that who we are is, I know you, I know your mother, I know your children, I know your wife, I know this, which means that you can do something that I won't like you to do. That is the part that makes Njangi powerful. Because we have understood that it is building that synergy that makes Njangi what Njangi is.
Alors, Mr. Cyprien, ça tombe bien parce que vous restez avec nous dans le cadre de cette production, sans le temps de rappeler à ceux que nous retrouvent à l'instant que nous parlons du Njangi, des tontines, comme on l'appelle quotidiennement. Alors, plutôt quand je parlais d'encadrement, est-ce qu'il arrive à un moment donné que des personnes échouent ou alors manquent à leur devoir? Si oui, qu'est-ce qu'on fait?
Très bonne question, Yannick. I will give you two different scenarios in Cameroon and in the USA. In Cameroon, as I said before, I formed Njangi in 2006 back in Yaoundé called Visionaries. And then I was in a powerful Njangi in Douala that was about 2015 when I came back from UK, 2015 to about 2022, called Country Sunday, with also with a veteran. And all this generally, it's always easy to form with a veteran club. With the veteran club, Waterbury Veterans Club.
Yeah.
There, it is a veteran club that people play together and they know each other, and then they play the Njangi. And so they put it a very minimal amount. It's just 12,000 every week. But the 12,000 it flows. And the bylaws, very important. The bylaws of Njangi is what guides Njangi. Some people don't understand that even though our parents were doing Njangi, they had bylaws. We usually just went and only watched the receiving of the money and the eating of the food, the meat and all that.
And drinking.
But they will not tell you that this person has failed and the person is paying a fine of 5,000 francs.
Okay.
Njangi is one of those things that doesn't know that you are sick.
You have to play.
That your child is sick.
That you lost your job.
That you are on holidays. No, Njangi doesn't know that. You should be able to cover your loopholes when that happens.
Figure it out.
Or we need the call, they say, Jangi is money on the table.
Period.
That is Cameroon. Now let me come to USA.
Très bien.
So some of us have imported Jangi, and we have some sort of try to fine-tune it to fit our USA standard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And sometimes it has a backlash. A backlash in the sense that we relax and we tend to understand ourselves and say, oh, no, Yannick, you owed me $1,000 because when you came to for an issue, I gave you $1,000. Today is your day of Jangi that you have to pick. I will not
You're
play
giving
you.
my money back. Good. Okay.
So I'll come to you on the background and tell you that so since you are eating today, you're chopping today, I will not play you because you owe me 1,000. Oh, Jangi normally doesn't understand that language.
Mm-hmm.
That is not Jangi. And that is the root of problems of Jangis formed in that perspective.
Mm.
Yeah.
There is something different when you say you are a brother's keeper.
Mm-hmm.
Jangi is a brother's keeper when you are keeping the
Yeah,
books.
brother.
Jangi is not a brother's keeper in that sense that you came and took money from me and today is your day of eating and then I want to pay you through. No. I will play that Jangi and then now I come and ask you for what you owe me and then you pay me back. That is how it functions.
On ne joue pas le Jangi.
No, on ne joue pas.
Yeah.
Malheureusement, il y a certaines associations ou certains Jangi groupes qui sont portés cette mentalité et maintenant, il y a des gens qui défaultent partout.
Mm-hmm.
Et c'est pour cela que tu vas voir qu'il y a certains Jangi que après un certain temps, 2-3 ans,
Ça se dissout.
ça se dissout.
Mais est-ce que la loi américaine, pour rester avec toi le temps de sortir peut-être, Gwendoline, la loi américaine reconnaît ça? Est-ce qu'on peut aller porter plainte, par exemple, à quelqu'un qui a échoué le Jangi aux États-Unis?
So, there are two ways to answer that. One, first, the American law understands what is called susu. Because our guys from Liberia who came here, they already did susu. Now, in terms of following up legally, it means you should have some legal documents. Remember, unfortunately for us, Jangi is that trust that we have amongst us. So we usually don't register Jangi groups.
Okay.
And because you don't register them and you don't have a formal, like a registered document, it is very difficult to go follow up that in the terms of the court and all that. Yes, to sue anybody. But what I always tell every Jangi is that there should be that working document, which is the bylaws. Because unfortunately, most people operate without the bylaws, and then they find themselves in a problem, and the person that is the person that brings in that problem comes out clear that, but you don't have anything against me.
You have no proof.
Nothing.
Especially the problematic ones.
Exactly.
You don't have any
Some
proof.
people, there are recalcitrant people in the society, and that's why we're finding, unfortunately, in this society where everybody has and everybody got the means to do something, but at a certain time, all of us we understand that it's also a society whereby at any time, small t, someone can get himself into a certain situation that things become very difficult. But it's simple. I advise every other one in Njangi that when things become difficult, inform your Njangi people. They will always find an amicable way to solve the problem.
Right. Now we'll continue talking about Njangi. We're going to divert a little bit, but after this question. So, with all, the goods, the bads, the uglies about Njangi, would you say that Njangi groups still remain a vital part of building, sustaining, promoting, supporting each other as a community?
Oh, yes. You can't deal without it. Our community will not function without it. There are people who will not even say that the money that they are giving you came from the Njangi. But let me tell you something. When you go back home, for example, and you see the skyscrapers bulging, rooting from the soil, going up, and every other projects back there, the people who are behind those projects belong to one Njangi or another.
Oh, yeah.
It is the source of our inspiration, because the time that you have an inspiration to start a project, you will not have that real capital to start it.
Yeah.
But you know very well that belonging to a Njangi group, the capital will come like
It will help you to
snappy.
build that money up.
So it is a powerful force that you can't undermine. You know, our people say that many hands do light job.
True.
Most of the projects you are seeing back home is a result of many hands, because people came together, put money together, kept somebody, and he executed that project.
Absolutely, Yannick. We're going to talk about our tickets and how much is going to the video challenge.
Bien sûr. Et c'est dit qu'ils sont nombreux qui vont davantage se bousculer pour prendre part à cet événement-là. Et donc, n'hésitez pas à inviter les membres de vos familles, vos amis, vos collègues, vos voisins, entre autres, à prendre part à ce grand rendez-vous de la culture qui va fédérer les énergies, mais alors qui va rassembler tous les Camerounais de la diaspora nord-américaine autour d'une même table. En 1 minute, faites votre challenge dans le cadre d'une vidéo en langue maternelle. Voilà la particularité de cet exercice. Et repartez à la maison avec $100, $200 et $300, Gwendoline.
Absolutely. So if you do your video challenge and you happen to be the winner, the first prize is $300 plus one free ticket. The second prize, $200 plus one free ticket. And the third prize is $100 plus one free ticket. Now, this is a promo on how you can go ahead and participate in this video challenge. Let's watch it and we'll be right back.
From May 29 to 31, 2026, Washington DC will vibrate with the colors, rhythm, and flavors of Cameroon. Discover the first edition of the Cameroonian Cultural Festival of North America, a unique opportunity to celebrate the richness and diversity of Cameroonian culture. 3 days of shows, dances, gastronomy, craft, and sharing, with the participation of the major cultural areas: Grassfield, Sawa, Grand Nord, and Ekan, under the theme Cameroonian Culture and Living Together. Join us at the Catholic University of America, 620 Michigan Avenue, Washington DC. Don't miss this historic moment of pride and unity. Cameroonian Cultural Festival of North America 2026. Together, let's make our culture shine. Alistapa Foundation, official sponsor.
De retour dans le cadre de cette production, toujours en compagnie de notre invité, brillamment installé, qui partage son expertise et son expérience avec tous ceux qui nous écoutent. Il est membre et surtout représentant de Bowie, vétéran ici aux États-Unis. Bowie Elite, vétéran ici aux États-Unis. D'ailleurs, quand on parle de cette association bien organisée de vétérans. Comment est-ce qu'on vit justement du Ndjangi au sein de votre coopération, Cyprien? Concrètement,
Bien
comment ça
sûr,
aide les membres?
bien sûr, Yannick, merci beaucoup. En Boui, Elite Vétéran, il y a un Djangui à l'interne.
OK.
Et ce Djangui, c'est pour permettre de payer, n'est-ce pas, les registrations, tous les frères du Djangui.
Speak in English, hein? No problem.
Parce que
Okay.
parfois, les gens ne comprennent pas. Les vétérans, comme vous voyez comme ça,
Okay.
les frères annuels, c'est par personne, c'est presque $3,000.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Donc, c'est-à-dire, quand tu payes, donc, en installation, quand tu payes, n'est-ce pas, les registrations peut-être de $1,500, il y a maintenant toutes les autres choses qui viennent, des tournois comme le MVT qui va venir, n'est-ce pas, bientôt à Wisconsin. D'abord, on commence avec le tournoi local. Il y a le tournoi local qui doit commencer à Delaware. Après, il y aura le DMV, un tournoi qui sera ici, quelque part à Aspen Hill. Et après ça,
Okay.
il y aura donc un invité à Wisconsin. Donc,
Okay.
tout cela, finalement, on perd presque $3,000 par an.
Mm-hmm.
Et l'Ondjangi, à l'interne, permettre les personnes de payer tous ces montants sans pression.
Mm-hmm.
Ça, c'est bien. Très bien. Le recouvrement est facile. Ça se fait automatiquement.
Automatiquement.
I'm going to
Très
ask
bien.
you a very, very funny question. So, a lot of women, and I'm speaking as a woman, a mom, and a wife, a lot of women and wives think that most of their husbands who go to Njangi just go there to go and drink, get drunk, eat, do terrible things, you know. We know that it's community. Are you going to debunk that? Would you say that that's true or false? That's a truth or dare. It's really a truth
Yeah,
or
I
dare
mean,
question.
Gwen, it's a question of individuality, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
As a community, it is very clear that the Jangi is the foremost or the primordial objective for the
Mm-hmm.
Jangi
It's
is
community. It's building community.
building that community spirit and helping each other,
Yes. In
pushing
good
each
and
other
bad
to go
times.
ahead. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there is also another aspect that we should not forget. It
Mm-hmm.
depends on how the Jangi is set up.
Right.
I'll use an example of the Jangi that I'm coordinating, Senior Boys Jangi. We
Mm-hmm.
meet every about 2 weeks.
Okay.
Like tomorrow, Friday, we should be meeting.
It's gonna be hot.
Yeah. And it's a Jangi where we understand that we have put ourselves to work hard and then come on that Friday
To relax.
to use it as our safe space.
Mm-hmm.
It is our
self-love.
It is our self-care.
Yeah.
It is our self-disclosure.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It is a time that we sit in someone's house
Mm-hmm.
with his family
Mm-hmm.
and commune together
Mm-hmm.
and laugh,
And catch
sing,
mm-hmm.
dance,
mm-hmm.
and share.
I like that. Mm-hmm.
Of course, you can't do that without drinking and eating.
You understand? You get it?
Yeah, you can't do that without drinking and
Yes.
eating. Now, if someone has to drink more than he should, it's not the problem to us because we do manage that. If you drink more, we'll
Let you sleep.
allow you sleep and rest because the
Before you
main
take
thing for us is for you to go back home safe.
Yes.
And I believe even the wife or whosoever is back home, you, Gwendolyn, you want your husband to come back safe.
You understand?
If your husband has gone to Njangi and played Njangi, which Njangi is for the future of the family, and he has ate and
He's not
drank
home
and
yet.
slept and then came back to you safe, come on. What else will you be asking from him?
We have women, we just have to complain because complaining is our next,
I know,
it's
I
our
know,
nature, you get?
I know.
So, apart from, of course, it's important to unwind, We as women, sometimes we feel like we don't have enough associations, enough things to do to unwind, enough activities to do as women, because all we do is watch the kids, take care of the babies while the husbands are having fun and unwinding and playing football every weekend, twice a week sometimes. But it's important because mind and body have to be safe. They have to be healthy in order for us to be fine. Now, one other thing that I notice about some of the community groups is that a lot of them are now coming up with bereavement plans to help community members, not just, they don't only focus on happy moments, like when someone's getting married or when a child is born, but they're also starting to include bereavement plans inside of their activities. You told us backstage that the National Veteran Group is starting something similar. Can you throw more light on that briefly?
Yeah, I think it's, I mean, you made mention of a very good point, which obviously NVT has a president, Isaka, and a chair who's in charge of this bereavement fund, Jabo, Dr. Jabo. That would be normally better place to put it. But since I'm in the platform, let me just share what I have as a representative of Bowie Elite Veteran in that particular fund services. You know, I think what we're doing is like we're using what we have to get what we want,
Okay.
right? And our people will, someone else will say to get what we need, but the things that we need are things that we easily get, and the things that we want are the things that we stretch to get. So obviously, we know how with the ramifications of what has been going back home, the economy, the political, and the socio issues have pushed a lot of members, a lot of families to move to the US and out. And today, you understand that the level of deaths are so many. In fact, I said this to a friend the other day that every other person that dies in Cameroon, there is a wake keep in the US. I mean, like any person, just say a child, a grandmother, a grandfather, or whosoever who dies in Cameroon, there is a wake keep in the US. Which simply means that there is a lot of responsibilities on the shoulders of the people who are here to take care of the people who are back home, which to me is very normal. Now, this NVT FABSF bereavement fund, as you might call it, is that powerful tool that comes in because they understand that we have the numbers, because it is a game of numbers. We have clubs all over USA, 56 clubs. And mind you, each of these clubs, for example, Bowie Elite Veteran would have close to about 75 to 100 members. And now in that same light, you're asking each member to enroll members that he thinks or she thinks that would take care of them in any situation. So if you want to do an average, one member of a veteran takes care of 3, and then the veteran has about 75 or 100. So you're saying that each veteran club has maybe between 200 and 300 people that can contribute into a fund to help someone who has lost somebody. So it is that, it is in that platform, in that delight, that this is a very powerful tool that has come to serve our people. And as of January, we've paid out $100,000 to 4 different families, and we have others on the way counting.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, at the end of the day, the members who are paying, they're not feeling it, because when you contribute, when you look at the total amount, 5,000, and you divide by that total number of people, it boils down to about $5 per person to pay in when someone's died. And I think it's a great move when you want to go back and try to compare what insurance company would propose and what you will be paying to those insurance company. And now this is within us, it's our thing, which means, as a Bamileke man will say, l'argent vient chez nous. So I think it's something that is very powerful. It has a very good future. It might have its disadvantages in the terms of looking it in the strictest sense, that there is accountability, there is strict follow-up, and there is making sure that no nonsense scamming scheme comes in to disrupt the real functioning of that program.
Et c'est bien de le dire, Cyprien Wanki, vous restez avec nous, vous qui êtes membre actif de Bowie Elite Vétérans. D'ailleurs, quand on parle des vétérans, on espère qu'ils seront nombreux avec nous du côté de Washington DC à l'Université catholique du 29 au 31 mai prochain pour vivre le tout premier festival culturel camerounais de la diaspora nord-américaine. Vous avez fait mention des Bamileke tout à l'heure. Comment ne pas faire un clin d'œil à nos tontons et tatas, à toute la grande communauté Bamileke qui se trouve ce week-end du côté de Pennsylvanie, précisément dans la ville de Pittsburgh. Il y a un grand événement de ce côté-là. Et là-bas encore, Afrique Today n'aménage aucun effort pour vous faire vivre. Mais là, temps réel, vous aurez certainement les échos tout au long de ce week-end. Le temps de rappeler qu'on est content d'être là chaque vendredi. Lorsqu'il est 21h, Gwendoline, comment ne pas valoriser cette solidarité? J'ai failli ajouter une solidarité agissante qui, dans le cadre d'une Djangi, nous permet également de bien garder l'argent, simplement.
Absolutely. We want to say thank you to our guest, Mr. Wanki Cyprien, for expressing himself so well and enlightening us. We were going to have 3 guests today, but listen, he covered all 3 roles perfectly. You know, he got all the questions, everything we had. We're going to have a village association. We're going to have a representative from one of the diaspora communities that help with bereavement and everything. But guess what? National Veteran, you guys, go up, okay? You guys are doing a great job, you know, bringing the guys together to warm up, work out, keep fit, and also eat and drink. Why not? and just play and just take care of themselves. They also save money to take care of their families in the Jangi, and then they also have a bereavement plan program that is starting. It's kicking off. My God, this is the power of community. Thank you so much, Mr. Wanki, for stopping by. We really appreciate you. We're going to be wrapping up here. In a world where systems fail, where distance separates families, where life can change in a single moment, Cameroonians have something that many people are still searching for. We have each other. Because when one person falls, we don't watch. We show up. When one person rises, we don't compete. We celebrate. Either through the Jangi groups that we belong to, the village associations that we belong to, the diaspora networks, we have built something powerful, a system that no institution can replace. Yannick.
C'est un esprit de famille qui règne de ce côté-là. C'est finalement entrer dans le système. Comment ne pas rappeler que les billets restent toujours en vente. $200 pour ceux qui veulent obtenir des billets de manière régulière. Le régulier, c'est $200. $300 pour nos amis VIP et $500 pour ceux qui veulent être VIP. Comment ne pas faire un clin d'œil à toute l'équipe, mais alors membres du comité exécutif coordonné et chapeauté des mains de maître par Monsieur Christophe Tapa, bien assisté par Dame Alice Tapa, qui, très discret dans l'ombre, réalise un travail magnifique. Chaque fois que l'occasion nous donne de se retrouver, c'est toujours un plaisir pour moi d'être à tes côtés, Gwendoline. Et donc, comment ne pas faire un clin d'œil au réalisateur réalisé? J'ai nommé Alain Pierre. Lui, derrière les machines, il nous permet de voyager, j'ai failli ajouter, sans décoller.
And Yannick and Alain are precisely in Pittsburgh for this amazing event organized by the Bamdeke people out there. Yannick was drinking some palm wine earlier on. I was really upset because I wasn't participating in it. But it's okay. I hope that you guys will bring back some for me. Okay, bring the spirit of community back with you from Pittsburgh, and please share everything that you're bringing with you from Pittsburgh with us here. Right? That's the power of community, right?
Yeah, bien reçu. Je vais te garder également du lapin. Tu aimes le lapin? Je vais te garder quelques lapins autour. Merci davantage à Cyprien de l'autre côté là-bas pour sa disponibilité et pour son humilité dans le cadre de cette production.
We love to celebrate culture. We love to celebrate our community. We love to celebrate each other. It's about knowing that no matter where you are in the world, someone somewhere, either in a Jangi group, a community association, or diaspora connect, is going to show up for you. That is only if you belong to a community. So if you're that kind of person who's out there thinking, I'm an island, I don't need nobody, I don't have time to go here, when trouble knocks, you might be standing alone. So that might be a sign for you to wake up from slumber and belong to a community, a school association, a Jangi group, a village association, whatever it is, belong to association. Us here on the Cameroon Cultural Festival, we're telling you that we want to be together because it's only
most
together
importantly, belong
that
to a
we can
veteran group.
succeed.
Yeah!
Oh, yes.
Je
Absolutely.
viendrai m'inscrire là-bas dans vétéran groupe. Oui, élite vétéran. Mais quand j'aurai un peu plus vieilli, tonton. Je vais le dire
Oh
comme
no,
ça.
that's
Où je viens
No,
vétéran.
no, Yannick. It is not for the old people. It's not because I'm grey. No.
Je viendrai, je viendrai.
Yeah.
That's what most people think, that they say veteran means it's for
No,
the
veterans
veterans,
for the
older people.
It helps you to keep fit. It helps you to keep on. Oh,
right.
Thank you, Alain. Time.
We'll see you all next week, guys. Friday, 9 p.m. for another edition of The Road to CCFNA. We love you. Let's stay together because 237 is united in diversity.
Diversity.
God
Bye-bye.
bless you, people. Mwah.